pretty used to Facebook being in the news for all the wrong reasons. Sure, the blackout was a big deal, but really what happened the day before that was possibly even bigger. And the impact it had on India is maybe Facebook's biggest crisis of all. Since September 2021, the Wall Street Journal had been publishing a series of investigative reports called the Facebook Files. This series contained crucial documents leaked from within Facebook. And on October 3rd, the day before Facebook's global blackout, the whistleblower behind this expose, a former Facebook employee called Frances Haugen, identified herself on the global stage.
The company's leadership knows how to make Facebook and Instagram safer, but won't make the necessary changes because they have put their astronomical profits before people.
The investigation was unlike any the world has seen before, what some have called one of the greatest exposés of big tech produced yet. What it revealed was that, according to Facebook's own internal research, the company's platform amplified hateful content, fueled political unrest, and spread misinformation.
I know that things like militias in the United States or domestic terrorism actively recruit on Facebook. They coordinate on Facebook.
So, how does this affect India? With over 340 million users on Facebook alone, not counting its ventures like WhatsApp and Instagram, India is one of the biggest user bases of the Facebook platform, with more and more Indians relying on these platforms for their news every day. But this trend has not worked out for us in the past. For instance, research reports have revealed that during the pandemic, the largest amount of misinformation on COVID-19 came from India. There are many other reports on how false information and hate speech on these platforms may have interfered with the 2019 election results in India. But this isn't just about political office. It's a matter of life and death when false and unchecked messages spread on these platforms have led to mob lynchings and even fueled riots. Since there's no other law that Facebook can be held accountable under, Frances Haugen has filed a complaint at the Securities and Exchange Commission in the US, arguing that Facebook deliberately lied to investors about how much it knew about these problems, including in the Indian context. And here's how it proves this. It states that in 2019, Facebook started an experiment in India where it set up its own dummy user account. In this account, it posed to be a 21-year-old woman who hails from Hyderabad and lives in Jaipur. Now, this woman only followed accounts and information that were automatically recommended to her through Facebook's algorithm. And the result of this left Facebook's employees in shock. Within a matter of a few weeks, this woman's account was filled with polarizing and graphic content, hate speech, and misinformation. Haugen claims that such hateful content elicits more engagement and responses from users, and this is why Facebook's algorithm is programmed to show such content, because it'll ultimately make users spend more time on the platform and help Facebook make more money. In its defense, Facebook's spokespersons have pointed out that the company has a team of 40,000 people to ensure users' safety on the platform. And yes, their content moderation teams do exist. But most of the money on this is actually spent on moderating English language content, and there's not enough resources to check it in other languages, including Hindi and Bengali. So while it's encouraging more and more users to create content in India, it does not have nearly enough people to monitor this content, allowing for the spread of Islamophobia, inter-ethnic conflict, and even human trafficking networks. And it's not just us. It's the same case with France, Iraq, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Ethiopia, and many others. With all the power that it has today, experts say that Facebook has the makings of a nation by itself. Its own population, its own methods of governance, land in the digital sense, and soon its own currency. So when Facebook's potential to create havoc, and in fact the havoc that it has already created, is so huge, we need to regulate how it works. As US and UK governments consider taking action against Facebook, India too is working on a report to study the extent of its harms. But is that really the solution?